At the beginning of the story, we are taken to a huge building owned by the demonic sect. We see a man looking at the building from afar. The man's clan was destroyed by the demonic sect. His clan struggled to survive in order to get their revenge. The man jumped into the building through the roof. He moved his hand close to a guard and twisted his neck. The man knew that it won't take long for the sect to notice the sentry's disappearance. He knew that he had to finish this before that happens. In another part of the sect, we see a man meditating. The man said that it is noisy outside. When the old man raised his head up, he saw the mysterious man in front of him. He was holding the body of another guard. The mysterious man did not expect the old man to be meditating while his subordinates were getting killed. He told the old man that he is still heartless. The old man told him that he is just like him. He told him that he is running amok without knowing anything. With a smile on his face, the old man asked the man if he believes that a man would care about the insects beneath his feet as he climbs a mountain. He released his energy and said that a man only stares at the peak. This is how one reaches the pinnacle of martial arts. The man whose name is Kong Winshin told the old man that he is spouting nonsense. He promised the old man who is the heavenly demon that he will kill him no matter what. The moment he said this, Kong Winshin charged at the heavenly demon. He covered his hand with lightning with a technique called the Heavenly Lightning Fist. The heavenly demon did not flinch even though he saw the man coming. He asked him if this is all he can do. He used a technique known as the Heavenly Blood-Tide Art to cover his hand with his energy. He asked Winshin to watch and learn. He fired his energy at Winshin. Winshin was able to block it and stand his ground. Unfortunately for him, the attack tore through his defense and scratched him on his face. Winshin was surprised to see that the heavenly demon was using sword chi with his hand. The heavenly demon told Winshin that he will send him over to his father today. He told him that he is finished. Immediately he said this, Winshin used a technique known as the Heavenly Divine Palm to push the heavenly demon's hand back. The heavenly demon was shocked to see this. He could not believe that his steel tempering, which makes his fist harder than steel, is losing to Winshin's bare hands. Winshin gave the heavenly demon a heavy punch. He spat out some blood and flew back. He crashed into the wall. While breathing heavily, Winshin told the heavenly demon that he should never speak about his father with his dirty mouth. He asked him if he has forgotten the evil deeds that he committed at that time. He told him that this is the rage of all the people he offended. The heavenly demon said that he should have wiped out the roots of the Dragon Cloud sect in the past. He wondered about the enlightenment Winshin received for him to get this strong. He told the boy that he is actually surprised. He did not expect him to break through the heavenly demon blood surge art. The heavenly demon took out a bottle with an ominous aura around it. He told Winshin that he left him no other choice. Winshin was shocked to see the bottle. He realized that it was an elixir. The heavenly demon quickly drank the elixir. Winshin realized that the heavenly demon will undergo a demonic chi deviation if he drinks an elixir of that amount at once. After finishing the elixir, the heavenly demon threw it on the ground. A large amount of chi entered his body. The old man screamed out in pain. His chi destroyed the things around him. Winshin had to use his hand to block his face, while he was struggling to hold on. The heavenly demon called out to him. Winshin quickly turned to his side. He saw the heavenly demon next to him. The old man covered his hand with his energy and attacked Winshin. He told him that it is time for him to disappear. Winshin was shocked to see the heavenly demon's palm coming close to him. He knew that he was too late. Before the old man's hand could touch him, someone used his magic to activate a barrier. The barrier blocked the heavenly demon's attack. Winshin immediately recognized this ability. When he turned around, he saw a man holding a staff and wearing a hood. The man apologized for being late. He said that he was lazing around. Winshin was shocked to see the great mage. The man asked him to stop using this nickname with him. He asked Winshin if this is the nemesis he is talking about. This mage is someone who claims to be from another world. Winshin knew that he would have died helplessly if not for the mage. While Winshin was thinking, our protagonist cuts him off. Our boy was wondering why a high-level mage from a different world appeared in a martial arts story out of nowhere. He did not like this development at all. He was annoyed because he actually liked the novel. He wondered if the author is out of his mind. The development felt stupid to him. It just didn't make any sense. Our boy's name is Jin Seowon. He is 23 years old. He was discharged from the army 6 months ago. Now he is preparing to go back to college. While Seowon was looking at the novel, He hears his phone ring. He saw that he got a message from his friend. His friend asked him if he is up. He asked him to play with him. Seo-won wondered if his friend did not have anyone else to play with. Like many people who have completed their service, Seo-won had a good life plan before being discharged. He wanted to earn certifications while preparing to return to college, and he wanted to study all the things he couldn't study while he was in the military. However, Seo-won missed too much fun things that society had to offer. Our boy left his house with some money. On his way to his destination, he wondered if he should find a part-time job. He walked into an internet cafe. The owner welcomed him and asked him if he is going to be playing Loyal Ground again today. Seo-won asked the owner to give him 10 hours today. As a Muram novel fanatic, Seo-won spent a lot of time lost in fantasies of being the protagonist of a Muram world. He also sunk hours into the game known as Loyal Ground. At first, it was just a game that he played once in a while during his leaves. After he was discharged, he started grinding seriously. He became one of the top 10 rankers in 3 months. He got some spare change from the tournaments they occasionally held in the internet cafe. Seo-won put on his headset and told his friend that he is about to log in. He asked him to wait for him in the lobby. The moment he said this, Seo-won clicked on the game. Immediately the game began. 100 players got dropped from a plane. They were asked to collect the weapons scattered across the map and kill each other until one person is left. Immediately the players landed on the ground. Seo-won's character killed 2 of them with a gun. His friend was surprised to see that there were only 2 people left. Seo-won told him that he is too loud. He reminded him that he has already died once. He asked him to focus on farming and staying alive. He said that they need to find the safe zone first before moving. His friend told him that he believes in him. In the next scene, we see 2 players chasing after our boy. They went into a building to look for him. One of them saw that the loot was still in the building. He believed that Seo-won did not enter the building since the loot was still there. He was happy to see the free loot. Unfortunately for him, Seo-won was hiding behind him. The player's partner heard that he was dead. His partner realized that Seo-won was hiding. He quickly began to run. Unfortunately for him, Seo-won shot him in the head. Immediately, he died. The game congratulated Seo-won for being the last person alive. Our boy's friend thanked him for carrying him in the game. Seo-won asked him to queue up quickly. Our boy stretched out his hand. He told himself that he will lock in and start studying tomorrow. Before he could start playing again, he got a text. His mom asked him if he is studying well. She told him that she sent his academy fees and some extra cash. She asked him to eat something good. She apologized to him for not sending more money. Seo-won thanked her for the money. He told her that he is about to go to sleep. Immediately he typed this. He told his friend that he is not going to play anymore starting tomorrow. The boy was surprised to hear this. He reminded him that he promised to go to a clan war with him. Seo-won told him that he has to start going to an English academy from tomorrow. Our boy stepped out of the cafe. He felt guilty every time he saw his mom's texts. He has been living like this for months now. Seo-won decided to go home. While he was on his bed, he scrolled through his phone. He saw a video about people with mysterious powers being seen abroad. These people refer to themselves as players. When he tried to play the video, it told him that the page doesn't exist. He wondered if the video got deleted. Seo-won decided to just sleep. The next day, he received a text from his friend. His friend begged him to help him prepare for the clan war today. Seo-won wondered if he should help him one last time. The moment he thought of this, he noticed that something was shining brightly behind him. When he turned around, he saw something shocking. He saw a ridiculously bright light. Seo-won did not understand what was happening. The light swallowed him up. He dropped his bag and vanished into thin air. When Seo-won woke up, he found himself in a forest with different people. Before waking up, Seo-won wondered about what the light was. He wondered if he was being punished because his resolve for studying shattered in one day. Seo-won opened his eyes when he heard different voices. He wondered why the place was so loud. When he raised his head up, he saw different people fighting. These people were speaking in different languages. Seo-won did not understand what was happening. He wondered why there were so many cosplayers around him. The cosplayers were using magic. Our boy believed that he might be dreaming. He looked around and wondered about where he was. There was a statue in front of the people. The statue announced that 100 players have been detected. Seo-won noticed that he heard a voice in his head. The statue's eyes began to glow. It announced that it is initializing the system. Seo-won wondered about what the system was. The statue said that language synchronization is at 100%. Immediately it said this. Seowon heard someone ask about where the voice is coming from. Our boy wondered why everyone was suddenly speaking Korean. He heard another player say that everyone is speaking his language. When he turned to the side, he saw two players getting ready to fight. The man in blue clothing referred to the man in front of him as the enemy of their sect. He told him that he has been waiting for this day. Seowon saw another player who turns out to be an elf. The elf asked the man in front of him, whose name is Chiron, if he was the one who sent them there. Chiron asked the elf, whose name is Escrow, if he wasn't the one who sent them there. Escrow told Chiron that he is shameless. He told him that he won't be fooled by his words. Chiron told him that he doesn't care if he believes him. He told him that everyone is fated to kneel in front of the Demon King's power. Escrow released his magic and promised Chiron that he will kill him and end the Demon King as an archmage. The moment he said this, he fired lightning at Chiron. When the smoke cleared up, Escrow saw that Chiron was still fine. Chiron was also surprised to see that he was still fine even though he was hit with Escrow's power. He did not feel anything at all. Escrow asked Chiron to tell him the truth. He asked him if he is the one who dragged him there. Upon seeing what was happening, Seowon realized that everything was too realistic to be a dream. While looking around, the system informed him that the game is about to begin. It told the players that the difficulty level is easy. It asked them to get into the top 90. The map chosen was the King's Kingdom capital. Rewards will be awarded to the top 10 and higher. The system told the players that attacks between players are neutralized in the waiting room. Seowon noticed that he was looking at a game map. The statue decided to explain to the players who were just accessing Cloyd Survival for the first time. The game will proceed for 100 days. Each day, the map you play in will get slightly limited. If a person exits the limited map, they will be subjected to great harm. The game will continue until there is only one survivor left. If the game finishes, or if a person gets eliminated, they will return to their original world. Players who are unable to make it into the top 90 will not be able to partake in Cloyd Survival again. The statue explained to them that they will soon descend to the location they desire with the help of Ergus Gaze. He told them that they can obtain items in the map and use them to enter the top 90. The statue wished everyone good luck. Upon hearing this, Seowon wondered if he was dreaming about loyal ground right now. He carefully looked around. Even if this was a dream, Seowon could tell that he was going to die amidst these absurd people. Our boy didn't want to die even if he was dreaming. While he was thinking, someone called him messy hair. Seowon quickly raised his head up. The huge man in front of him asked him about why he keeps looking around. He asked our boy about where he is from. Seowon did not say anything. The man was annoyed to see this. He pointed his sword at our boy and asked him to not ignore him. He asked him about where he is from again. The moment he said this, the system informed them that the game will be starting in 3 seconds. Seowon smiled at the man. The man did not understand why he was smiling. He asked him if he has lost his mind. Seowon wondered about why he was laughing. Immediately he thought of this. The game's countdown ended. Seowon believed that he needed to laugh because he was having such a fun dream. He gave the man the middle finger. Our boy believed that he could easily defeat bastards like this with his knowledge of loyal ground, which is also known as log. The man was annoyed to see what our boy did. Before he could do anything, Seowon disappeared. The system informed them that day 1 has begun. The players were dropped from the sky. Seowon noticed that people were descending in crowded areas where there are a lot of items. Our boy was certain that the crowded areas would have more items, but he decided to start on the outskirts to be safe. While in the sky, he found a building in the forest. He decided to descend there. The moment he thought of it, the system dropped him there. When our boy stood up, he felt like throwing up. He felt motion sick. He decided to enter the house. Before he could move, he heard something moving. Seowon quickly began to run. Because of his motion sickness, he couldn't see if anyone else landed with him. Our boy knew that he will die if he comes across any enemy without holding a weapon. He went into the house and closed the door. He sat on the ground and began to breathe heavily. He wondered if the man from earlier was the one who followed him. He realized that he shouldn't have provoked him. Our boy carefully looked through the window. He did not see anyone next to the house. He wondered if it was just the sound of the wind. Fortunately for him, he couldn't hear any more sounds. He decided to look through the house. He recalled that the statue asked them to get items where they land. He realized that he had to look for the items inside the house. Before he could start searching, he kicked something with his leg. Seowon picked up the item he kicked. The system informed him that he has obtained a crossbow. The crossbow was heavy for Seo-won to carry, but it was still better than nothing. Seo-won picked up the arrows next to the crossbow. As soon as he equipped it, the way to use it naturally entered into his head. Our boy set the arrow and raised the crossbow up. He said that this is nothing for a Korean soldier. He pressed the lever under it. The moment he did this, he fired the arrow at a crazy speed. He destroyed parts of the house. Our boy was shocked to see the power of the crossbow. He realized that the crossbow will be very useful once he learns to use it properly. Seo-won looked around the house, but he couldn't find anything useful. Fortunately, this map was super big. Our boy stepped out of the house and moved to another location. He believed that he could safely farm items if he doesn't run into any enemies. Seo-won held his crossbow up and carefully went into another house. He found a scroll in the house. When he picked it up, the system informed him that he has obtained a small healing scroll. It told him that his injuries will be healed if he rips the scroll. Our boy was surprised to see the kind of item it was. He quickly put it into his pocket. He realized that he needed to find more recovery items. He wished he had a bag to carry items. While looking around, he saw a book glowing among some books on a shelf. When our boy picked up the book, the system informed him that he obtained the Black Star Leader's martial arts book. It is a martial arts that lets a person project dark energy through their fingers. The system asked Seo-won if he would like to learn the martial arts. Our boy wondered if he will be given a tutorial. He accepted the system's offer. The moment he did this, the book shined brightly in front of him. It began entering Seo-won's hand. Our boy wondered about what just happened. He took a look at his hand. He noticed that some of the pores on his hand had opened up a bit. Seo-won picked up a fork from a table next to him and threw it at a crazy speed. The fork destroyed the wall. Seo-won was happy to see that he has learned a martial arts technique. He took out the fork from the wall. Due to the fact that there are martial arts books in this world, our boy believed that magic books will also exist. He became certain that Cloyd's Survival and Loyal Ground are the same game. After looking all over the place, Seo-won did not see anything else. He decided to move to another location. Later in the night, we see our boy sneaking around with his crossbow. The sun went down while he was farming. He wanted to find a place to hide. While looking around, our boy saw a house that had its lights on. There were two reasons why the light would be on in the place. Either there is a rare item inside the building, or there is someone in there. Seo-won carefully opened the door and moved into the house with his crossbow. He did not know how many people landed near him. In the case that there is someone there, they could either be a complete pro or a complete noob. Our boy moved close to the stairs. He noticed that he couldn't hear anything on the first floor. He wondered if the person was hiding on the second floor. Seo-won reminded himself that he has a weapon and he can ambush the person with the black starchy palms. He believed that he might stand a chance even if the person is a pro. He carefully moved up the stairs with his crossbow. He only saw a lantern when he went to the second floor. He wondered if it was a trap. He saw a door leading to a room next to the lantern. Seo-won put himself together and knocked the door down. When he looked around, he didn't see anyone. He fell on his knees. He could not believe that he put on a show for himself. He was relieved to see that there was no one there. Our boy looked around. He found a ring on a table. He wondered if it was an item. The system informed him that he has obtained the Ring of Strength. It increases the user's strength by 20 when equipped. Seo-won did not expect that he will get stronger simply by wearing a ring. He decided to test it out. When he wore the ring, it shined brightly. Seo-won noticed that his body feels lighter. He could barely feel the weight of the crossbow. Our boy called out to his stats. Nothing happened. He asked for his info. The moment he said this, a status window appeared in front of him. Seo-won realized that he is pretty weak when he saw his status window. He noticed that he was classified as a martial artist. He wondered if this is because he learned a martial art. He found it to be pretty cool. He believed that he was improving since he started with nothing. Seo-won went down the stairs. He decided to properly search the first floor. He found another ring called the Subspace Ring. It allows the user to store items in a subspace when it is equipped. Seo-won did not expect to get another ring. In order to store an item, our boy needs to grab the item he wants and say or think of the word subspace. The system explained to him that if he uses his other hand to touch the ring while thinking of the item he wants, he will be able to take the item from the subspace. If the subspace is full, it will not be able to store any items. Seo-won realized that it was like an inventory. This is the item used in this world instead of a bag. When he called out to the subspace, a purple space appeared in the air. Our boy was impressed. He put the healing scroll into the subspace. It felt weird for Siowon, but it was quite convenient for him. He didn't have to carry the subspace around like a bag. Our boy believed that this item will be convenient to have in reality. He believed that it will be amazing if he could take the items and the martial arts back to reality. He wondered if there were 0 eliminations in the game. He believed that the game must have a kill log. He quickly found the kill log. He saw that only one person had been eliminated. Siowon wanted to farm until there were only 90 people left. Our boy was able to search houses and obtain a lot of consumable items. He was lucky enough to find many hidden weapons to use alongside the black starchy palms. After going through all the houses in the area, Siowon wondered if he should move on or stay there until it gets bright out. The strong people he saw in the waiting room are striding around the darkness. Our boy knew that he couldn't beat them at his current level. He believed that he might be able to get into the top 10 if he hides. Siowon believes that there will be less people out at night. He decided to go to one more place before the sun comes up. While walking through the forest, Siowon noticed that he is not tired even though he has been walking for a while. He found the ring of strength to be amazing. Although his strength had increased, he could still feel hunger and thirst. He realized that Cloyd's survival might be similar to reality. Siowon did not see anything to eat around him. He believed that there will be food in the city. He looked around the area. He was certain that the city should be close by. He wondered about where the houses were. While looking around, Siowon heard something growling. Our boy quickly hid behind a tree. He did not know when the thing got close to him. He carefully peeked to see what it was. Our boy saw something shocking. He saw a werewolf. He quickly went down back. To his surprise, another werewolf was next to him. The monster tried to squash him, but he was able to dodge it. Siowon began to run. The two werewolves fixed their gaze on him. Our boy believed that this was a player versus player game. If he knew that the werewolves were around there, he would have stayed at the house. Siowon believed that he was still a ranker in name. He felt like it would be embarrassing for him if he died to a mob. While running, he found a house. He quickly dashed into the house and locked the door. He sat on the ground and struggled to catch his breath while breathing heavily. He heard the werewolves growling outside. They were looking for him. Our boy wondered about what he should do. He carefully peeked through a small hole to see where they were. The werewolves were not far from him. Due to how they were sniffing around, Siowon realized that they must be searching for his scent. Our boy took out his crossbow. He decided to attack first. He carefully set the crossbow and fired it through the hole. The arrow hit one of the werewolves. The monster fell on the ground and dissipated. Siowon was happy to see this. Thanks to the ring of strength, he could fire with just one hand. He decided to deal with the other werewolf. Before he could reset his arrow, the monster appeared in front of his door and barged inside. It scratched Siowon's face with its claws. Our boy quickly moved back. He shot his arrow at the werewolf. Unfortunately for him, the wolf blocked it with its arm. It charged at Siowon. Our boy wondered if this is how he was going to get eliminated. He was not ready to accept this. He called out to the subspace. He took out one of the hidden weapons he found and used the black star chi palms to fire it at the werewolf. The attack left a hole in the werewolf's chest. Siowon said that he cannot lose to a mere underling. He fell to the ground and began to breathe heavily. He could not believe that he almost died. He was happy that he took the throwing daggers he found. He found it embarrassing that he almost lost to a mob. When he raised his head up, he saw a small pouch on the ground. The pouch dropped from the monster's body. When Siowon took a look inside, he found water and jerky inside the bag. He did not expect that he had to hunt for food. Siowon decided to check out his surroundings. He found a piece of armor on the ground. He wondered if it is like the bulletproof vest from Loyal Ground. When he put on the armor, he noticed that it was too big for him. The armor shrunk to fit his body size. The system informed him that the advanced orichalcum breastplate has been equipped. Siowon's resistance against fire and wind increased greatly. Our boy was happy to see that the breastplate raised more than 1 or 2 stats. He began to look around a shelf for more items. Siowon didn't find anything in the shelf. While looking around, he kicked something with his leg. He couldn't see the thing. He realized that it was a hidden item. He picked the item up. It felt like a cloth to him when he wore the item. The system told him that he has equipped the night cloak. If our boy stays still in the darkness, he will blend in with it. While he is hidden, He will not be detected by magic, and the sounds he makes will be suppressed. Seowon was happy to see that he obtained such a cool item. It means that he can avoid anybody that he comes across at night. Our boy believed that it is the best item for staying alive. With the night cloak, Seowon can stay alive as long as he needs to. Our boy was confused about how there was a house in the middle of nowhere. He now understood that it was a farming spot. He did not expect that his luck would be better on the second day. While walking in the forest, Seowon noticed that he hasn't seen anyone at all. He wondered if it is because he dropped into a random location. While thinking, Seowon noticed that he could hear something coming towards him. When he turned around, he saw a man running towards him. The man was heavily injured. He said that an apprentice bastard would be nothing for him if he had the time to use something. Seowon quickly hid next to a tree when he saw the man. The injured man did not expect to meet a mage here. Seowon took out his crossbow. The man did not look strong to him. He believed that he could take care of him. While watching the man walk forward, Seowon told himself that the man isn't real. He told himself that it is all a game. Before he could do anything, someone fired a flame spell called Escrow's Flame at the injured man. The man screamed out as his body got burnt. Our boy watched him as he burned. He wondered if the man had died. While he was staring at him, Seowon saw something shocking. He saw a chest. Since there wasn't a corpse there, Seowon became certain that they were inside a game. He realized that the chest contained the items that the man had. Our boy wondered about where the fire came from. The moment he thought of this, a man walked past him with fire in his hand. The man was holding a sword in his other hand. The man said that someone who couldn't use magic dared to steal his items. He called the dead man an unlucky bastard. Seowon quickly covered his mouth. The mage said that the man wouldn't have felt the pain of burning to death if he had just died by his sword. Our boy noticed that the man didn't see him. He just walked by. He was very happy that he got this awesome cloak. The mage, whose name is Chiron, asked the man to be honored that he died at his hands. Chiron decided to check what the man dropped. Seowon realized that the person who just died was a player like him. He knew that he could be the next person who gets hunted by this man. Our boy understood that anyone could kill him and get a higher rank the moment he hesitates. He realized that he had to take care of this man if he wants to survive. While the man was looking through the items, our boy fired an arrow at him. Chiron sensed the attack and used a shield to block it. He quickly activated his magic. He realized that he made too much of a commotion. He said that it is the dead man's fault. Before he could fire his attack, Seowon fired another arrow at him. The arrow made his shield crack. Chiron realized that his barrier will break if it gets hit again. He wondered about where Seowon was shooting from. He fired an attack in the direction the arrow came from. The attack destroyed a tree. Chiron asked our boy to stop hiding like a coward. He asked him to show himself. Immediately he said this, Seowon threw one of his throwing daggers at him from behind. Chiron quickly turned around when he sensed the attack. Unfortunately for him, the dagger destroyed his barrier. Chiron was annoyed because he didn't know where Seowon was hiding. Our boy raised his head and moved the bushes around him. The moment he heard the sound of the leaves, Chiron gathered his magic. Before he could fire his attack, he found a dagger on his forehead. His body dissipated. Seowon was shocked to see that he won. After his body disappeared, Chiron dropped a box filled with his items. Our boy realized that someone could have seen Karen's fire and rushed here. He decided to take what he can and leave quickly. He threw Karen's items into his inventory. He found a medium-grade healing scroll in Karen's chest. He also found a necklace known as Escrow's necklace. According to the system, the pure gold necklace signifies that a person is a mage of the Escrow's magic society. Seowon believed that it was just a trash item with no properties. He decided to just keep it. When he looked at the other man's box, he noticed that something was glowing inside. When our boy looked into the box, he found an item known as Circle Stone. The system explained to Seowon that the item allows the user to engrave a circle around their heart. This allows them to use mana. Once used, the user will be able to learn the magic of that circle. Seowon could not believe that he was going to be a mage just like that. He recalled that the owner said that he would have been able to defeat Chiron if he had the time to use something. He realized that the man was referring to this. He promised to put it to good use in his stead. He poured the rest of the items into his subspace. He decided to check them in a safer location. He left the area. He wanted to find a place to use the circle stone. He found a good building and went inside. The system asked him if he would like to use the circle stone. Our boy accepted the request. The system informed him that he will be motionless for 3 hours. He won't be able to take any other actions or use items during this time. It told our boy that he will also feel some slight pain as the circle forms. The circle's stone began to shine brightly. Seo-won grit his teeth to endure the pain. He suppressed the screams that wanted to come out and spent 3 hours in intense pain. After the 3 hours was up, Seo-won fell to the ground. He could not believe that this was what the system called the slight pain. He thought he was going to die. Seo-won recalled that learning martial arts was easy. He did not expect it to be so hard to learn magic. He opened his status window to see his state. Our boy now has 2 jobs. He was a martial artist and a mage. He even had a mana stat. Seo-won believed that the number of survivors would have gone up since the 2 men died. When he checked the survivors section, he saw something shocking. There were now 45 survivors left. 54 people had already died. Seo-won did not know how this was possible. It had only been a few hours. He saw that a lot of people were killed by someone known as Nam Sagwon. A few hours earlier, we see a martial artist chasing a swordsman. He watched the swordsman as he ran from a tree. The swordsman begged the martial artist to stop chasing him. The martial artist smiled when he heard this. The swordsman was the one who raised his sword at Seo-won before. The poor guy tripped while he was running. He fell to the ground. He quickly turned around and begged the martial artist to let him get into the top 90. He told him that he can't die like this. He begged the martial artist to spare him. The martial artist covered his hand with his energy. He used it to behead the man. He turned around and said that every participant will come to know his name after today. This martial artist's name is Nam Sagwon. Sagwon walked into the forest. He didn't even bother to check the chest. On the 3rd day of Cloyd survival, we see Seo-won looking at his status window. He hoped that he doesn't run into Sagwon. While thinking, Seo-won realized that he might be able to enter the top 10 if Sagwon keeps on taking everyone out. He recalled that the statue announced that a reward will be given to people who enter the top 10. He wondered about what the reward will be. He believed that it might be money and items. He realized that the system might allow them to take the skills and items they acquired here into the real world. Our boy believed that he might be getting ahead of himself. He reminded himself that there is a killer running amok outside. He decided to finish up and start moving. When he raised his hand, he felt a power coming from within his body. He realized that this was mana. Seo-won put his hand into his subspace. He recalled that he found a magic book while looting yesterday. He brought out an item known as Magic Book of Wind Ball. It allows the user to create spheres with wind. The number of spheres the user can create increases with the user's power. The system asked our boy if he would like to learn it. Seo-won accepted this request. The magic book disappeared into thin air the moment he accepted it. Our boy was able to understand the magic spell. He decided to test it out. He used a version of escrow magic known as Wind Ball. The moment he activated the spell, 4 tiny wind balls appeared above his fingers. Seo-won could not believe that this was all the spell had to offer. He threw the wind balls away. When the wind balls got close to the walls, they enlarged and destroyed it. Our boy was shocked to see this. He did not expect it to be this strong. He realized that he had gotten a useful skill. While he was looking at the rubbles, our boy noticed that he suddenly felt tired. His mana had hit 0. As time passed, the restricted zone began to appear on the map and the range gradually shrank. Seo-won decided to farm while staying at the edges of the boundary. Since half of the players were gone, our boy's chances of running into another player has decreased. Seo-won knew that he had to farm faster before the restricted zone shrinks even more. While he was walking around, an old man who appears to be a martial artist watched him from a distance. The old man said that our boy is interesting. Half a day later, we see Seo-won walk into an area filled with houses. He saw something when he arrived there. He saw a large amount of chests on the ground. Seo-won quickly turned around when he sensed a presence. He activated his wind ball and fired it at a building. The attack destroyed a building, but no one came out. Seo-won realized that it was just the wind. He was certain that he felt someone's presence. When he looked into the building, he noticed that he could see blood on the floor. He realized that there is an injured person there. He knew that the person was very strong since they were able to survive to this point. Seo-won thought about killing the injured person. He believed that the person has some good items. Our boy decided to prioritize his survival and leave. He walked into the forest. After he left, the injured man came out of hiding. He was happy that he quickly hid. He knew that he would have been killed. The man stepped out of the house. He knew that he could have easily taken care of our boy if he wasn't injured. He decided to loot the chest quickly and leave. The moment he went down to search the chests, Seo-won fired an arrow at his head. It went into his skull. The man did not expect this. He disappeared and dropped his chest. Upon seeing this, Seo-won came out of hiding. He was happy that the man came out so fast. He decided to farm quickly and go to the edges of the restricted zone. Before Seo-won could walk up to the chest, the martial artist who was watching him told him that he is pretty skilled. Our boy quickly turned around. He could not believe that he let his guard down. The old man appeared behind him. He asked him to relax. He told him that he simply has a few questions for him. Seo-won asked him about who he is. The man asked him if he will recognize him if he tells him his name. He reminded him that they all came from living different lives. Seo-won realized that he was right. He noticed that the old man was different from everyone he had met so far. The martial artist asked him if he has participated in this game before. Our boy asked him about what he means. The man explained to him that he has been watching him for a while. He told Seo-won that he adapted pretty fast. He reminded him that this is another reality. Upon hearing this, our boy wondered about the amount of time the old man has been watching him. He did not even notice him. He told the old man that this is his first time in the game. He told him that he has played a similar game in the world he came from. The martial artist found this to be interesting. He already knew that Seo-won was from a different world from his appearance, but he became more certain after hearing what he said. The martial artist noticed that it had gotten dark. Our boy told him that the third day has come to an end. While looking at the sky, the martial artist asked Seo-won if the moon in this world is the same size as the moon in his world. Our boy realized that he has never noticed how big the moon was. He told the old man that the moon here is bigger. The martial artist said that the moon in his world is smaller. With a smile on his face, he asked Seo-won if he can explain the game he mentioned to him. Our boy told him that they can easily be ambushed in this place. The man suggested that they go somewhere else since it will be a long conversation. Seo-won told him that he doesn't know if he will kill him. The martial artist grabbed his clothes. He advised him not to make any sound if he doesn't want to become a target. The moment he said this, he jumped on a tree with Seo-won in his hand. He began to leap through the woods. The martial artist moved at a crazy speed. Seo-won had to grit his teeth to withstand the pressure of the wind. At the time, Seo-won had no idea about the kind of consequences their encounter will bring. After arriving at their destination, our boy began to explain things to the martial artist. The man was surprised to hear that the people in our boy's world play with dolls in a virtual space. He told him that the world he comes from sounds very magical. While holding on tightly to the tree, Seo-won told the man that his world is simply a highly advanced civilization. The martial artist told him that he now understands how he was able to adjust to the game so quickly. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He wondered about the amount of time the man has been watching him. The man revealed to him that he has been with him from the moment they arrived there. Seo-won was surprised to see that the man knew what he was thinking. The martial artist explained to him that he was planning on enjoying the fresh air on the high mountains for the next 100 days, but he was intrigued by what our boy was doing. He explained to Seo-won that he decided to talk to him because he was curious about why they were brought there. He told our boy that he doesn't intend to harm him. He told him that he does not need to be so cautious of him. Seo-won revealed to him that he also doesn't know the reason why they were brought there. The old man reminded him that he said that he had something similar to this in his world. Our boy explained to him that the game in his world is meant for fun and people don't die for real. He said that he doesn't understand the motives of the supernatural beings who abduct people from another world. He told the man that he believes that the game will serve as a huge opportunity for someone else. The martial artist asked him about what he means. He reminded the man that dying here doesn't mean that a person will die in real life. Once a person dies, they will be given a rank and a reward corresponding to the rank. Seo-won told the man that the rewards must be the items obtained in this world. The man asked him if he is referring to the things he is wearing. Our boy told him that it will also include the martial arts and skills that they learn in this world. The man said that magic is truly interesting. He could not believe that this entire event is an opportunity. Seo-won knew that the martial artist won't need this ability as an item. He explained to him that this abilities could change the lives of people going through lots of struggles in life. The martial artist asked Seo-won to tell him why he believes that his life is without struggles. Our boy told him that he looks like a martial master who has a lot of followers in his world. He said that he can't compare himself to him, who doesn't have any real value in the world. He told the man that this can be a huge opportunity for people who are struggling in life. The martial artist laughed when he heard this. He told Seo-won that he says a lot of interesting things. Seo-won asked him not to speak so loudly. The martial artist reminded him that he was hovering his hand in the air earlier. He asked him about what he was doing. Our boy asked him if he doesn't know how to turn on the map. He told the old man about the tips and tricks that were useful in this world. He also heard stories about the martial artist's world. Morning arrived pretty quickly for them. The martial artist came down from the tree with Seo-won. He told him that he took too much of his time. Our boy asked him not to worry about it. The old man told Seo-won that he learned a lot from him. He asked our boy if there is anything he can do to repay him. Seo-won asked the man if it is possible for him to learn some of his martial arts. He explained to him that he wants to survive until the very end. He told him that he needs his help in order to do this. The old man glared at our boy. He told him that it isn't impossible. Seo-won was shocked to hear this. The old man told him that he needs to prepare for the worst. Our boy asked him about what he means. The old man told him that he is referring to death. He asked Seo-won if he still wants to do it. He explained to our boy that he has to pay a hefty price if he wants to succeed outside the traditional means. He asked him if he is prepared for this. Seo-won was surprised to hear this. He reminded the elder that people don't die in this place. The elder was shocked to hear this. He realized that Seo-won was right. He believed that he could use a certain method for our boy. Seo-won asked him if there is a way for him to get stronger. The martial artist told him that he has a method worth trying. Seo-won asked him about what he needs to do. The elder placed his hand on his head to see the amount of inner energy he has. He was shocked to feel the inner energy that Seo-won possessed. He revealed to our boy that his inner energy is even lesser than a house dog. The elder did not know how this was possible. Seo-won reminded him that there is no such thing as martial arts or inner energy in his world. The elder asked him to sit in a lotus position. After Seo-won sat down, the elder placed his hand on his head. He revealed to our boy that he will feel pain that is akin to death, and he will not be able to move. Seo-won asked him about what he should do about it. The elder asked him to endure the pain. He told him that he will die if he fails to do so. All our boy's senses were on edge. The wind blowing against his skin felt like sharp blades to him. The breath entering his lungs felt like lava to him. Seo-won could even hear the sound of the ants crawling on the grass. He felt a ridiculous amount of pain. A bright light shined from his body as he screamed out. Seo-won wondered if he was going to die. He could sense everything in his body. The pain was something he had never experienced before. After a while, the elder told Seo-won that they are done. Our boy quickly opened his eyes. He began to puke. The elder told him that his body isn't bad since he was able to endure this. He told him that he has an innate disposition. He explained to Seo-won that his body will feel different since he fixed the flow of his chi. Our boy asked him about what he should do now. The elder reminded him that he said that he wanted to get stronger as quickly as possible. He explained to Seo-won that he pushed his soul back a bit and created an inspiratory gate in that space. He told our boy that people are born to absorb the world's chi solely through breathing. However, our boy now has another gate to help him absorb special energy other than through breathing. Seo-won asked the elder about what changed. He explained to him that people consist of body, mind, and soul. These three are held together by life chi. The elder asked Seo-won if he knows what happens to the life chi when a person dies. Our boy told him that it disappears. The elder told him that he is wrong. He explained to him that the life chi disperses. It doesn't disappear. The dispersed life chi gets absorbed by nature. This allows the life cycle to continue. However, there are those who consider this obvious logical cycle a waste. They even murder others to absorb their life chi. Those who have bodies full of life chi are in an unstable state. In the end, the harmony of their yin and yang shatters. This makes them lose their martial arts or their lives. The mind technique which the elder passed on to Seo-won allows him to absorb the scattered life chi to increase his inner energy. Seo-won was shocked to hear this. He told the elder that he will die if this happens. The elder revealed to him that he is a bit different. He explained to him that those martial artists constructed their veins to create a gate, but he used his soul to create a gate. He told Seo-won that he doesn't have any inner energy. His body is like a blank sheet. The elder tweaked his veins to allow him absorb life chi harmoniously. He asked Seo-won if he understands why he gave him a mind technique. that is forbidden in Zhongyuan. Xiaowen asked him if it is because of the game's setting. The elder commended him for catching on fast. He revealed to him that he felt the life qi yesterday. The places where people died, there was life qi left behind. The biggest issue of this mind technique is that a person can greatly succeed only through murder, but this is not an issue in this place. The elder told Xiaowen that if he eliminates others in order to survive, his power will greatly rise at the end of the 100 days. He told him that it is time for them to part ways. He told Xiaowen that he hopes to see him again. Our boy asked him to wait. He asked the elder to tell him his name since he helped him so much. The old man revealed to him that his name is Zhang Doqian. He said that people call him the Deep Valley Standing Kindly. He revealed to Xiaowen that the mind technique he taught him is called the White Martial Physique Arts. Xiaowen bowed his head to him and promised to never forget the favor. Doqian advised him to get used to breathing deeply. He explained to him that he will slowly get stronger by accumulating inner energy through concentrating on his dantian. He opened the map and told our boy that it is quite convenient. He told him that he will see him again when the opportunity arises. After saying this, the elder jumped on a tree and vanished. Our boy said that he vanished like a pro. He wondered if he will be able to go around comfortably like that when he gets proficient at using qi. He decided to go to the outskirts of the limited area. Being abducted by Doqian to the center of the restricted area happened in an instant, but walking back to the edge took our boy half a day. At night, we see Xiaowen hiding in the bushes. He was looking at a house that had its lights on. Our boy knew that there were only two possibilities in this scenario. Either there is no one in the house, or there is a newbie inside who doesn't know how to turn off the lights. He decided to go inside. When he arrived inside, he didn't see anyone there. Our boy went upstairs and looked around. He didn't see anyone there either. He was happy to see that it was empty. He began to look around for items. Unfortunately, he only found useless things like small healing scroll and a jerky. He laid on the floor and yawned. He realized that he hasn't slept at all because he spoke to the elder all night long. Our boy decided to get some sleep. The next day, we see Xiaowen lying on the floor. He quickly opened his eyes when he heard some movements. He heard someone say that the house doesn't seem empty. The person had already gotten upstairs. Xiaowen quickly grabbed his crossbow. He could not believe that he was sleeping like a baby when the sun was already up. The intruder opened the door of the room. He wanted to rest inside. Immediately, he opened the door. He saw Xiaowen pointing his crossbow at him. Our boy fired his arrow at him. The man was able to use his sword to break the arrow. Xiaowen realized that he was a martial artist. He quickly opened his subspace and fired multiple daggers at the man with the black starchy palm. The man was able to block the attack. He called Xiaowen a bastard for using hidden weapons. Before he could attack our boy, he charged at him and pushed him down. He kicked the man's sword out of his hand. Xiaowen took out an arrow and got on the man. He told him that he was having a nice dream when he woke him up. The man begged him to spare him. He told Xiaowen that he will give him everything he has. He told him that he struggled to survive. He told our boy that he can't die here. Unfortunately for the man, our boy stabbed him in the head with his arrow. The system informed him that he killed Shui Orong with an headshot. With a serious look on his face, Xiaowen told the man that he also can't die here. Xiaowen noticed something odd coming from the man's chest after killing him. It released a green energy. Our boy immediately realized this was the thing that Doqian was talking about. This was life qi. The life qi covered his body. A bright light shined in front of him. He began to absorb the life qi at a crazy speed. Our boy could feel his body overflowing with strength. He realized that this is what is known as inner energy. Even though he only absorbed one person's life qi, his body already became lighter and stronger. Xiaowen quickly called out to his status window. He saw that he now had an inner energy section. He now had 20 inner energy. Our boy realized that Doqian gave him something amazing. He knew that he couldn't just rely on getting kills to get life qi. He had to think of other ways of getting it. Xiaowen opened the player count. He wanted to see the amount of people that has been eliminated. He was shocked to see that there were only 24 people left. He was quite shocked because they were just on the 5th day. While he was looking at his status window, he noticed that another person just died. The person was killed by Sagwang. The scene shifts, and we see the person call out Sagwang's name as his body disappeared. The man disappeared and left his chest. Sagwang was not interested in his chest. He was actually disappointed. He expected the man to be strong since he approached him. He felt like he got his clothes dirty for no reason. Sagwon took a look at his status window. He was certain that he has killed a lot of people. He wondered about when the event will end. He checked his player count and saw that there were only 22 players left. He saw Seowon's name among the people who killed other players. He was certain that he had seen our boy's name before. Back at the house, Seowon was hoping that he doesn't run into a dangerous player like Sagwon. He knew that he was far below Sagwang's level. He was still struggling with players like Orong. Seowon quickly emptied the man's chest. He wanted to finish farming before the restricted zone gets smaller. The only good thing Seowon found in the chest was a refined troll's potion. The other items were worthless. Our boy realized that the man wouldn't have died easily if he had something valuable. After that day, Seowon decided to hide and survive until the number of players drops. A week later, we are taken to the forest. We see two werewolves moving together. Seowon fired a powerful shot at the monsters and took them out. Our boy came to the realization that he got lucky that he started farming earlier on in the game. He couldn't loot well because he was hiding, and the gear that he actually got was trash. Fortunately for him, he stayed in the forest near the borders of the restricted zone, so he didn't run into enemies. Seowon was happy that he was able to get some food for the day. This was the 12th day of Cloyd's survival. He was already sick of the jerky. Our boy moved close to the restricted zone. He recalled that there were 20 players left. He put his hand through the barrier of the restricted zone. His hand began to shake. Seowon quickly took it out when he saw this. He understood that he won't be able to go past the barrier. For a week straight, the kill log only showed Sagwon killing everyone. The others began to hide and play it safe like Seowon. While thinking, our boy saw a large smoke coming from another direction. He knew that a fight was taking place in that place. The scene shifts, and we are taken to the fight. We see Sagwon breathing heavily. He asked the people who attacked him for their identities. The knight among them told him that they came together with the goal of taking him down. He told Sagwon that there is no way for him to win. He asked him to die quietly. The group consisted of a knight, a martial artist, an elf mage, and another mage. There were other people in the group that surrounded Sagwon from behind. Sagwon thanked them for saving him the trouble of hunting them down one by one. With a smile on his face, he asked the players if they are also ready to suffer the same fate as him. He promised to make them understand their actions. He jumped when he said this. Someone asked the others to get him. They didn't want Sagwon to escape. Unfortunately for them, Sagwon never planned on escaping. He grabbed a swordsman's head and squashed it with his hand. He said that this is the first one. The other players were shocked to see what he did. Sagwon did not give them the chance to put themselves together. He charged at them and tore them apart. He easily took off their heads with a single strike. It wasn't a battle. It was a one-sided massacre. Sagwon tore this people apart limb by limb. The kill log illustrated what he did pretty well. The boy was bound to win this game. The only thing that could change this result is if something unexpected happens. While our boy was walking in the forest, he received several notifications that Sagwon took out different players with his fist arts. Seowon could not believe that the crazy bastard got 9 kills at once. He wondered if Sagwon was hacking this world. While covered in blood, Sagwon said that these players are nothing. He was disgusted by the stench of blood in the air. He felt like the players should have died without resisting. He didn't understand why they were screaming. He left several chests and a huge staff behind. He decided to find a place to wash up. At night, we see someone arrive at the location. The person picked up the staff. He was certain that this was Elizabeth's staff. The person turned out to be Archmage Escrow. Escrow swore in his name that he will avenge Elizabeth. Seowon realized that there were now 11 people left in the game. This means that he can enter the top 10 if he sticks around for long enough. After seeing how Sagwon took care of those players, our boy understood that he needed some good items if he wants to fight a raid boss like Sagwon. While looking around, he found a mansion. He knew that this mansion will be outside the safe zone by tomorrow. It was the last proper spot to farm. Our boy decided to check it out. When he stepped inside the mansion, he was surprised to see how large and extravagant it was. He found an armor in the mansion known as the Royal Guard's armor. He couldn't equip the armor because he didn't have enough strength. The system told him that he needs 110 strength to equip it. It asked him if he will still like to pick it up. Seowon knew that something like this will weigh him down. Unfortunately for him, his strength was at 30. Our boy looked around. He believed that there should be more stuff around. He found 2 glowing items on a shelf. The first item was an elixir that increased internal energy. It takes 3 hours to absorb the elixir. Seowon was happy to find an elixir. He realized that he will be able to get inner energy without absorbing life chi. Our boy believed that this mansion must be a place with good things. The second item Seowon picked up was a book. It was a secret item known as the Unstoppable Fist. The system asked him if he wants to learn it. Seowon could not believe that he got his hands on a martial arts manual. Since the elixir was like the circle stone skill, our boy decided to find a place to sit for 3 hours and absorb the energy. Before he could look around, he hit something with his leg. When he looked down, he saw a cellar. He believed that there must be something in the cellar. Before he could take another step, a large explosion occurred in the mansion. It destroyed parts of the mansion. Seowon was shocked to see this. He quickly jumped outside through the window. He did not understand what was happening. He stood up and began to run because another explosion took place again. Our boy ran into some bushes. He was certain that nobody followed him here. He could not comprehend what was happening. When he raised his head up, he saw someone who he recognized from the waiting room. It was Escrow. The mage was the one using the fire magic. He told his opponent that he didn't expect him to survive his explosion. He told the person that he did not take out all those people out of luck. While in the air, Escrow told Sagwong that he will remember his name. Sagwong asked him to stop spouting nonsense. He told Escrow that he is nothing once he shuts his mouth. He asked him to not waste his time spewing bullshit. He asked him to come at him. Escrow smiled and told Sagwong that he is interested in seeing how long he can keep running his mouth. Sagwong said that he is also interested in seeing this. Seowon was surprised to see that the person who went on a killing spree was just a child. Escrow raised his staff and referred to himself as the Master of Spells. He used a spell known as Escrow-style lightning to draw lightning from the sky. He ordered the lightning to strike. The moment he said this, a huge amount of lightning got fired at Sagwong. The boy managed to dodge the attack. Escrow fired more lightning at him. He asked him about how long he plans on dodging his attacks. He asked Sagwong to face him the same way he faced Elizabeth. While dodging his attacks, Sagwong admits that Escrow is skilled. He had never seen anyone like the mage, even in Zhongyuan. Some of Escrow's skills sent shivers down his spine. Escrow was annoyed to see Sagwong dodging his attacks. He called him a rat bastard. He let go of his staff and raised his hand to summon a large amount of lightning. He told Sagwong that he will end him with this attack. He fired a spell known as Lightning Storm at the boy. Lightning was fired at Sagwong from different directions. The boy was shocked to see the attack. He carefully moved to dodge the lightning. He was barely able to avoid it. He jumped and charged at Escrow. The mage was surprised to see Sagwong coming close to him. The boy gathered his energy into his palm. When he got close to Escrow, the mage told him that his attack will not be enough to break his barrier. He swung his staff at Sagwong and asked him to die. Sagwong was surprised to feel the power of the staff. He disappeared in front of Escrow. The mage was shocked to see this. He realized that Sagwong used an illusion to escape. As Escrow looked around, rain began to fall. Seowon was surprised to see this. He wondered if it was raining because of Escrow's magic. This was insane to him. He could not believe that the mage almost killed Sagwong, and he could even change the weather. Since he was not able to sense his presence, Escrow deduced that Sagwong had run quite far away. He screamed at the top of his voice and promised Sagwong that he will catch and kill him. While breathing heavily, Sagwong ran through the forest. He acknowledged the fact that he was defeated by Escrow. He promised not to let Escrow walk out unharmed the next time they meet. He told himself that he will be the one to kill Escrow. He decided to fall back and recover his energy for now. Escrow looked around for Sagwong, but he eventually came down and disappeared. Thanks to his cloak, Escrow did not see our boy. He was fortunate enough to live to see another day. Seowon knew that Sagwong and Escrow won't come here again for a while. He looked around the rubble for something. He quickly found what he was looking for. Seowon found the cellar from earlier. He wondered if there was something important inside or if it was a dungeon with treasures. When he opened the door, he found some stairs that went really deep inside. Seowon decided to go inside because it didn't look like any other person had been there before. He took out a lantern from his subspace. He was relieved to see that the lantern he took from the house he was farming in yesterday was useful. When our boy arrived inside the room, he found a large amount of food inside. He could not believe that it was just a food cellar. Seowon was quite disappointed. He could not believe that there was a food cellar in this place when there is not even enough places to farm. Our boy wondered about what he should do. He realized that he has only eaten tasteless jerky ever since he got here. 1 hour later, we see Seo-won lying on the ground after filling himself up with food. He was quite satisfied. He felt like the dish would have been perfect if he had white rice. He decided to start consuming the elixir. He recalled that he had a martial arts manual. He took out the manual of the unstoppable fist. The system revealed to him that a man named MANGA developed this technique in his later years. With a lifetime of martial arts combat experience, MANGA poured his heart and soul into creating an unbeatable martial arts. However, with a record of 1,429 matches and 1,429 losses, MANGA lived his life as a laughingstock. His martial arts was lost because he had no disciples. Seo-won was annoyed to see that he picked up something like this. He decided to think about it later and focus on the elixir. He took it out of his subspace. He hesitated a bit because of the pain he experienced when he activated the circle stone. He eventually drank it because he kept thinking about getting stronger. The moment he did this, he could feel his dantian filling up with inner energy. The amount of energy he absorbed earlier could not be compared to this. He began to sweat heavily and his movements became dull. Seo-won realized that he really won't be able to move for 3 hours. 3 hours later, we see Seo-won breathing heavily. He fell to the ground. He could not believe that it was tiring for him to stay still for 3 hours. Seo-won did not expect that he would spend an entire week in a forest and even survive during a clash between an archmage and Sagwon. He was extremely proud of himself. Due to the events that took place, our boy was quite tired. He fell asleep on the ground. The next day, his lantern went out and the 13th day of Cloyd's survival began. Our boy came out of the cellar when he woke up. He realized that the mansion was now near the restricted zone like he predicted. He called out to the player count to see the status of the game. There were now 10 survivors left. This means that someone died. Seo-won was surprised to see the person that died. It was Jang Dokyeon. The elder killed himself. Seo-won could not believe that he did this. He wondered if the elder tried some absurd training method just because there was no risk involved. Dokyeon's chest was left in a cave. Our boy could not think of any reason why the elder would kill himself apart from this. Seo-won was relieved that he entered the top 10, but he did not like the fact that he got there like this. It left a bad taste in his mouth. While thinking, Seo-won noticed that a part of his cloak was outside the barrier. He realized that the map was already shrinking. He didn't want to die from being caught in the restricted zone. He decided to get away from this area quickly. As our boy ran through the forest, he told himself that he will continue the strategy that kept him alive all this time. For someone like him who has no skills, this was the best way to climb higher. While he was running, he turned around when he sensed something. Someone fired an attack at him. Seo-won was able to dodge the attack, but it sent him flying. He was shocked to see the powerful attack. He wondered about where it came from. He realized that there is a mage who can summon such a powerful fireball. He quickly turned around. He was shocked to see Escrow. The mage sensed someone through his detection spell. He thought it was Sagwon. He did not expect it to be a new face. Seo-won realized that he was caught up in using his newfound inner energy to move quickly, and he ended up running into Escrow. He could not believe that he made such a stupid mistake. Escrow asked him if he knows where someone named Sagwon is. He told Seo-won that he will die if he doesn't give him the answer he wants. While he was talking, we see someone hiding behind a tree. The person smiled when he heard what Escrow said. The person turned out to be Sagwon. Seo-won pointed his crossbow at Escrow. He told the mage that he doesn't know what he is talking about since they just met. He told him that it is impossible for him to know where Sagwon is. Escrow told our boy that he looks like someone from a similar region as Sagwon. He told him that he will die here. Immediately he said this, Sagwon charged at him from above. He attacked Escrow when he got close to him. Fortunately for Escrow, his shield blocked the attack. He quickly turned around. He did not expect that someone was hiding behind him. With a smile on his face, Sagwon told Escrow that he is already fully recovered. He asked him if he doesn't lack mana. Seo-won was shocked to see Sagwon. He did not know where he came from. Sagwon clenched his fist and said that he will finish things with his attack. His attack destroyed Escrow's shield, but his hand was not able to reach the mage. Escrow asked Sagwon if he believes that a simple attack like this can defeat him. The moment he said this, he felt a large amount of pain. With a smile on his face, Sagwang asked the mage if he has ever heard of enhanced energy. Arm energy is a martial arts under enhanced energy. It is so rare that barely anyone mastered it. Sagwang did not think that he would have to use it in this world. He covered his arm with his energy and used it to pierce through Escrow's throat. Sagwang revealed to the mage that this is his first time showing it in this world. He asked him to be honored. Immediately he said this. He took out his hand from Escrow's throat. The mage coughed out some blood. Sagwang was relieved to see that he will no longer be able to cast his annoying spells. He told Escrow that making it into the top 5 would have been easy for him. He told him that meeting him will be his greatest regret. Seowon quickly wore his cloak. He was relieved to see that Sagwang came. He decided to run away while Sagwang was fighting Escrow. Before he could do anything, he heard Sagwang ask the mage to die. The moment he said this, he stabbed Escrow in the stomach. He stabbed him again in his shoulder. The mage coughed out a large amount of blood. As Seowon watched the invincible archmage get utterly destroyed by Sagwang, what came to his mind wasn't the fear of Sagwang or pity for Escrow. It was a thought that preceded everything else. Seowon wondered about how powerful he will become if he absorbs their life chi. After stabbing the mage multiple times, Sagwang let him go. He asked Escrow to tell him where his cocky nature went to. He asked him if he has any last words before he dies. He quickly realized that Escrow cannot speak. The moment he said this, Escrow referred to him as the man who killed his most beloved apprentice, whose name is Elizabeth. Sagwang was surprised to hear the mage talking inside his head. Escrow told Sagwang that he regretted not stopping Elizabeth when she was kicked out of the academy and not recognized by the Crane sect just because she is a woman. Sagwang told Escrow that there is no way he wouldn't have noticed if he killed a woman. He told the mage that Elizabeth must have looked no different from a man. Escrow smiled and told Sagwang that he can finally shut his filthy mouth. Sagwang asked him about what he means. Immediately he said this. Seowon saw something shocking. He saw something coming from the sky. It was a huge meteor. Seowon could not believe his eyes. Sagwang was also shocked to see the meteor. He did not understand how it was possible for Escrow to cast a spell in his condition. He couldn't even chant. Escrow revealed to him that this is the ultimate spell. Only an archmage can cast it with their mana and life chi as the price. The spell is known as Armageddon. Sagwang began to run. He called Escrow an insane bastard. Seowon also ran. He realized that he should have ran away earlier. As the meteor got closer to him, Escrow said that it was nice for him to see his disciple. He hoped that he would meet her again. His body slowly disintegrated as the meteor crushed him. His chest was left behind. When the meteor touched the ground, it caused a ridiculously large explosion. An elf saw the meteor destroy the surroundings. He realized that only Escrow was capable of casting a spell of this magnitude. The scene shifts, and we see Seowon lying on the ground. He was covered in blood. He told himself that he should have ran out of there when he got the chance. He said that it is all because of Escrow's life chi. He opened his subspace. He said that he cannot die like this. Fortunately for him, he got a lot of healing scrolls for a situation like this. He used his teeth to tear the scroll. He slowly regained his energy. Seowon realized that he would have never been able to escape if he hadn't drank the elixir. While breathing heavily, he tore another healing scroll. Even though he already healed himself, he was still in pain. After using numerous healing scrolls, Seowon was able to get up. He could not believe that he used up all the healing scrolls he had. He quickly opened the player count. He saw that Sagwang took out Escrow. Our boy was surprised to see that the mage really died. He wanted to take his life chi. He wondered why there was no kill log to show Sagwang's death. Our boy realized that the vicious monster might still be alive. While he was thinking, he heard someone call out for help. He moved towards the direction of the sound he heard. When he pushed some leaves away, he saw someone asking for help. Seowon was shocked to see who it is. It was Sagwang. The boy was holding a healing scroll in his mouth. He was heavily injured. He had even lost his arms. Sagwang didn't want to die like this. Seowon was not really surprised to see how injured he was. He knew that it would have been difficult for Sagwang to dodge a meteor aimed at him. He noticed that Sagwang can't use the healing scrolls because of how injured he was. While he was thinking, Sagwang saw him. The boy begged Seowon to assist him in tearing the scroll. Our boy asked him if he is Sagwang. The boy became shocked. Seowon explained to Sagwang that he always wondered about the kind of gear he used to get so strong whenever his name pops up on the kill log. He told Sagwong that he was certain that he will win the game. He did not expect to see Sagwong in this state. Sagwong promised our boy that he will make him the winner if he helps him this one time. He assured him that it will be easy for him to make him a winner. He asked Seowon if he really believes that he can win this game alone by killing him. Seowon took out a sword from his subspace. He believed that he will be the strongest if he kills Sagwong and takes his life chi and items. He raised his sword and smiled at Sagwong. The boy asked him to wait. He told our boy that he doesn't know the amount of strong players that are in this game. He revealed to Seowon that he doesn't have many items. He told him that his martial arts weren't learned here. Seowon believed that Sagwong should at least know the name of the person who is about to kill him. He introduced himself to Sagwong. Sagwong promised Seowon that he will never forget his name even if he dies like this. The moment he said this, our boy stabbed him in the head. Due to the fact that Sagwong looks like a young boy, Seowon felt guilty about killing him. Immediately he thought of this. He felt something. He felt Sagwang's life chi. Our boy was shocked to feel the enormous amount of life chi that Sagwong had. He referred to the boy as a human elixir. He could feel an immense surge of inner energy filling him. While he was absorbing the energy, other players received alerts that there are only 8 players left. The players were informed that Seowon killed Sagwong with a long sword. An elf who happens to be an archer said that the foxes will run rampant now that the tiger is dead. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want more of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.